Welcome back to the vlog, ladies and gentlemen. It is your boy. We're ready to go to the gym and drop off a package. We're just going to dive right into the video, but before we do that, HTLT subs, code Jimmy, link in the description below. So let's just go, like I said, dive right into the video. It's going to be about two coaches. Coach Greg, as we all know, Greg Doucette, and Coach Kyle, that if you don't know who he is, he's coached Anthony Mantello. He recently did Trent Twins, right, for their bodybuilding prep, and they just did a show, um, probably about a week ago, I believe. So we're just gonna dive right, like I said, just go right into it. So Coach Greg likes to do a lot of videos on the Trent Twins, right, and he recently critiqued, you know, their performance and their physiques at the show, right, which he always does. We all knew this was going to happen, but I do think that Greg has a little obsession with the Twin Twins because it seems like he's making a video about them all the time. But that's besides the point. So the Twin Twins, they did look good at their show, right? They came and we're not gonna go into every detail that Greg said, but he said they looked good, but they could have been more conditioned. That this was just a beginner show, right? It wasn't for to qualify for a pro card or anything else like that. It was just basically a novice show, which is just for like their first time show, right? So I guess Coach Kyle got upset with him and he took the Instagram and started talking about how Greg was just obsessed with the Twin Twins and that I believe that he called himself basically called himself like pedophilia type of stuff because he was like, you focusing on their junk, who does that, or whatever the case may be. I don't remember that in the video, but so I have to go back and watch it. But it could have been, I don't know. So now it's the battle of the two coaches, like which one's better? Because if we all remember, if you follow the Twin Twins, Coach Greg actually coached the Trent Twins before Coach Kyle, right? And the Trent Twins actually left Coach Greg. I don't know why they left. Um, According to Coach Kyle, though, they left them because they weren't losing any weight or whatever the case may be, right? So here's where it comes down to is who's right and who's wrong, right? And it's all in your opinion, right? I believe that both coaches can be right and can be wrong. Both coaches are good in every aspect because they have both coached people that made it pro, right? Coach Greg has done it. I think his name was Ian. I can't remember his last name, right? He made him turn pro and he stepped on the Olympia stage and all that fun stuff. Coach Kyle as well. He's recently pro athlete was Anthony Mantello, right? So I'm not saying that I'm not saying that any coach is better than the other one because obviously they know what they're doing if they're making people pros eventually. Or first, like James English. James English is Coach Kyle's uh, client, and he went pro the first go around. You know what I'm saying? So not each person is right or wrong. I think that in this environment, especially in the fitness industry, it's just battle of dicks, basically, right? Like, whose dick is bigger? But in reality, no dick is bigger because, You know, if you're both coaching people that make pro status, you're obviously both doing something right. So, like, this is what we need to stop doing is going on social media and bashing each other, right? Like, if Coach Greg wants to do natty or nots and critique physiques and everything else like that, let him. Like, who gives a like flying fuck? Like, for real, like, just let him do what he does. If that's the way he gets views, views turn into money, and it's all about business, and it's all about business and making money. Just like he does with his supplement company. That's what he does with his coaching, just like Coach Kyle does with his coaching. I don't know if he does anything else. I think he's sponsored by Young LA, right? So, like, we all need to sit down and support each other and not go back and forth on social media and this, that, and the other thing. So, like I said, it's a battle of the dicks, basically, and who's seeing whose dick is bigger. But in reality, no dick is bigger, like I said, because y'all both coach people that went fucking pro. And that's just my thoughts on it. I think each coach is great. I believe that they both coach phenomenal job. I'm not picking sides, right? I'm not saying, oh, Coach Greg is better because I have a code with him and I basically an ambassador with his company, etc., etc., etc. Right? I'm not doing that. No coach is better than the other one because they both are in their prime. Well, until next time, live your life, make your mark, dream and dream big, and we'll see you on the flip side.